This year, the stakes have never been lower. FTP Network presents Race Draft 2026, the only televised event where Black MAGA is traded like Trump's wives, used and below market value. No more cooning for conservatives. No more auditioning for white approval. Draft night is here. Who's getting shipped out? Who's getting picked up? And who's headed to free agency with nobody willing to claim them? This isn't just politics. This is for the culture. Watch on YouTube at For the People Podcast Show.
Don't you ever accuse me of a crime? That's a white woman, a white woman. A meth-faced bitch, and she gets sky high. That's a white woman, a white woman. Under oath, and she still gon' lie. That's a white woman, a white woman. Gave Donnie sloppy toppy just to keep her job. When it's all over, she won't even get a charge. That's a white woman, a white woman. A white woman, a white woman. Arrogant racist, yeah. Who are they good for? Absolutely no one. Arrogant racist, yeah. Who are they good for? Absolutely no one. Say it again, y'all. Arrogant racist, look out. Who are they good for? Absolutely no one. From DEI to DUI, the DOD is DIY. Israel first, America last. Now Iran is on that ass. Wanna pull out, but the condom broke. Won't run through homeless, don't want to smoke. Drop bombs over Baghdad. You ready to go? Getting screwed on the daily. You a GI ho, Benny's hiding peak. You on your own, Iran got that fire, bitch. The heat is on. Arrogant racist, yeah. Who are they good for? Absolutely no one. Arrogant racist, yeah. Who are they good for? Absolutely no one. Say it again, y'all. Arrogant racist, look out. Who are they good for? Absolutely no one.
Hello.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Knick-Knack After Dark with my co-host, the one and only Trey Rich Live.
It is I.
And tonight we have a very, very special guest, everybody. Big Phil, aka Hubby, is joining us tonight.
Big Daddy.
Yes, hey, Big Daddy. Hey, Big Phil. Hey, honey.
Say it again. I'll come back from Wisconsin. Say it again.
No, we
Ooh,
can't.
I feel like I'm being a voyeur right now. Talk some shit. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Tell the people what you be saying.
Depends on when we talking.
You know what we're talking.
Stop playing. Stop playing, because you know I'm ready to come home and eat you like a buffet. So,
Dessert.
and the main course.
I've already been told that I might be in traction.
I just hemmed up somewhere.
I'm gonna have a handicap sticker on my pussy.
Oh Lord.
Because since he's gone for 6 weeks, so he gets 6 days off. I guess he get a day for every week. So that's 6 days. I'm gonna have to be careful. I can't talk
Be
no
very
type of
careful. Be afraid. Be very afraid.
shit. Okay, well,
Look, I already told you, if they send me to meet my trainer in South Carolina next week, that path can't take me nowhere near our house, because
I feel a little dip off happening. Just a little dip off. little dip off when it slip off on his break.
Yeah, that path can't take me nowhere by the house.
Oh Lord. Okay, babe. So since you're our special guest tonight, you gonna tell us what's the topic tonight?
What's good? What's going on tonight?
I just wanted. I'm gonna let Trey choose something funny, but I wanted it to be relationship centered. Like one of the thing we were talking about was you asked me what I didn't like, and I just didn't like. I don't like things on the internet where they always make those generalizations, whether it be all Negroes is broke, or if a guy don't have no money, you know, you shouldn't give him none of your time, or even if it's flipped the other way, you know, even against women. I just hate generalizations
and stereotypes.
The all women this, the all men that, you know, like the one I was catching all the smoke from when the young lady made all the comments about
you tell us about that one, baby. Thank you, Miss Angela.
There was
thank you, Angela. We got our first super chat of the day.
No, there was a post that was a young lady was talking about how saying, ladies, if you meet a man and he doesn't have anything, leave him where you find him, and it doesn't matter if he's trying to. She basically was just saying under all circumstances. And my comment to her was that I didn't agree. That and that's fine not to agree, but my point was that we have to stop boiling men and women down to their finances. And
I agree,
because we don't do that with anybody else. We just do it amongst ourselves, meaning black people. We just do that amongst ourselves. And then we get mad, black men get mad if the sister goes for the white guy that got something. Black women get mad if the black guy gets lifted up by a white girl, Hispanic girl, whatever, that saw the potential, believed in him, and helped him stand on his own. Now, my caveat to that would be, if the Negro ain't trying to do nothing with themselves, you probably, but you should probably leave more of that. But the only way you find that out is by talking to the person, not maybe jumping in bed first time you met. Trying to see who the person is.
Right.
See who the person is first.
Yeah.
We all say we want these relationships, but you don't want to invest any time in the relationship to see if the person is worth the time. You know, you want them to come. What's the comment that I find? I used to get mad when I saw it, but it's just the truth. That I only hear from women to build a bear. Women don't, and they're funny. They don't want to build a bear projects. But the truth is, it works both ways. And if you're not willing to invest, in your partner, then what are you doing anyway? That's the truth. You want if you want a man to invest, you want a person that's going to be in your life that's willing to invest in you.
Mm-hmm.
And that investment, don't get me wrong, that investment doesn't always have to be money.
Right.
That investment can be emotional support.
Oh yeah.
That investment could just be time, because you know, in this day and age of these things right here, we don't spend a lot of it. You know,
relationship, real life.
Yeah, the relationship tends to be that. Now, I will say this: you don't know where you're gonna meet that person. Now, I use us as a crazy example.
Oh wait, actually, let me move me down here. I'm gonna put you up there with your lady.
No, I like to be under her though. I like that. I like it when you had it. You had it that way.
I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna fix it. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go, Big Daddy. There you go.
Right. Exactly. You understood. Hey, you understood the assignment right where I wanted to be.
Oh God.
Hold on.
See, I love.
So you're gonna tell our our story because it is a crazy story. So any of my friends that's gonna see this, you're gonna hear the real timetable, and it's probably gonna throw you. But go ahead, babe.
No, I'm gonna keep it brief. I'm just gonna say that she came up in my algorithm, and because I'm always looking up political engagement and social justice stuff, and you guys' show popped up in my algorithm, and I listened to some of it, and I was like, man, but I was like drawn to her passion. She was just like so passionate about everything. I was like, who in the hell is this? I said, now my first impression, honestly, was like, damn, she's crazy. You know, yeah. But well, no, because she was just like going. I'm trying to think what was the first thing I thought, but she was like going off, and I was like, damn.
Sounds about right. Sounds about right. See, this is why we love her, though.
I liked it, and then so she, I liked the post, and then like an hour later, I ended up getting another one, and it was a different one. So I listened to a few, and then I said, man, who is this? So when I started going through and looking, I was like, oh, so I just ended up one day looking through some of her stuff, and I just commented on something, and I said, I don't know what did I say, man? I just sent a comment.
No, you would comment on things, but like I would see him on it. He would comment on Instagram or send me DMs, but then I couldn't see everything because I didn't know him. But once we started Knickknack After Dark, that's when he started. He probably commented on my other stuff, but
okay.
it was
Knickknack After Dark thing. Now that was different.
So Knickknack After Dark, he saw that, and that he saw me in a different light then because of what we were talking about. So he would comment on there, and I would be like, "So when are you gonna come up on the show and tell us your story?"
I made the one comment, and you invited me to the show. And
he talked about he made a comment. I don't remember what it was, but he didn't realize that it was the other guy on there on the episode. And Mimi and I we were just for entertainment purposes, but the guy was taking us seriously, and Phil was taking me seriously, thinking that I was like interested in the guy or whatever. So he kind of backed off. But I was like, no, when are you come on the show? So you could like tell your stories and stuff. And then I would DM like, are you coming this Friday? Stuff like that. And he would be like, "Oh, I'm working."
You calling me out on the show? You like?
And I was calling him out because I would see him.
You like, yeah, Phil, you there? Come on. And I was like, yeah, no.
No. So I made a video, talking about it was a quick little video where I just basically said that when men try to say that women like when they say the pussy is trash, it's either they dick is too little,
that's what it was,
or they've never, they never had a chance, something to that effect. So then he really slid into my DMs, and the first words that he said, and I hate that fucking TikTok banned my account because I don't have the DM. But he's the first, and this is crazy because the first thing he said was, "I'm ready to marry you right now." Oddly enough, that's what he said, right? And then he was like, I
said something similar to that. I don't know if I said
that. No, that is exactly it. The first word
is that what I said?
Ready. Yes, it's. I'm sure it said, "I'm ready to marry you right now."
You want to dinner?
And no, that came after because he said some sexual stuff, and then he was like, "So when can I take you to dinner?" And then I said, "As soon as you get to Miami." And he said, "Good." He was like, "Good answer," or something like that. So I gave him my number. And he says,
I thought you were trolling me when you gave me the number, though.
He says as soon as he saw that I gave him my number, he said he was driving and he pulled over because he couldn't believe that I gave him my number. He thought I was trolling. Why? I don't know. But so I gave him my number. We talked, and we talked on the phone. I think that was September.
We talked, and then I didn't go to work that day.
Okay, see, I didn't know all of this. So
yeah, I didn't go to work that day. I
we
called
talked.
my dad.
The plot thickens.
We talked. He says he called his dad and said, "I met this woman, but I think she trolling me." And he was like, "Well, you're not gonna know until you talk to her." So Later that day, we talked. I want to say that was September 16th.
Mm-hmm.
And 57 days later, we got married.
Bitch.
It was let me tell you,
We
this
literally
thing where
wait.
it was this
We
thing where it was
literally
just so crazy that
we met
we
each other.
talked.
The first time we met was the first time we met. The first time we had sex, we went. So he picked. I got to North Carolina. I got to Raleigh. He picked me up from the airport.
Mhm.
We went around, did some stuff. Went to the hotel room. I
No
got there
shit.
Wednesday. I got there Wednesday, and then Friday we got married. But we already knew we were going to get married
We
when
had
I
already
got
made
there.
plans. We had already
We had
made
already
those
made
plans.
plans. So we literally met, had sex, next day got up and got married.
But I mean and that's sort of a
That is
we
amazing,
talked. The
actually.
thing was, we talked up until that point. We literally talked
Yeah.
Every
all
day.
day, every day,
Oh,
all day. I was calling her from work. I spent my we dived into each other. Yeah, we
He would
dived
get
into each
mad
other.
when other people would call him and it wasn't me. Like he would
Yeah,
be
I low key was in my I low key I she makes fun of me because I low key was like dumping females that I had talked to, and women please don't get triggered. I know a lot of ladies don't like the term females, so it's a generalization. Please do not inbox me.
don't attack him, y'all, for him not knowing his binary and thing terms. Let him
women. He
live,
women.
but it was
ladies.
women that I was talking to. I didn't want to talk to them because they weren't her. So I would get low key upset if somebody would call me and be like, "Hey, you ain't called me. Where you been?" And I'd be like, "Hey,
Damn, now she didn't snatch him up out of. Not
I'd be
Nikki
like,
didn't
hey,
snatch him up
listen,
out of beds and shit. She said, "The dick is mine."
I apparently like I knew he was really into me after that first call because he was like, "All right, I'm gonna let you go, and I'm gonna call you back a little bit later." Mind you, a little bit later was like less than 5 minutes. Like he would find reasons to like call me, and I was okay with it. I was okay. I was okay, but I was like, okay, he's finding reasons. So the next day, so we talked, and so like the very next day, it's like seven, like it's about to be 7 in the morning, and he calls me. He's like, because he told me we didn't FaceTime the first day because he's like, I want to go get my hair cut. And I'm like, okay, I understand. But the next day, it's like 7 in the morning. He's like, I'm going to FaceTime you right now. And I'm like, no, I just got up. I haven't done anything. He's like, no, I don't care. He's like, I want to see you just like how you are, how I am. What? So 7 in the morning, I answer. I'm like, give me a minute. He's like, no, I'm calling right now. I'm like, oh my God. So I haven't done anything, y'all. I ain't even wiped the crust out my fucking eyes. So I answered
I was gonna see you like that eventually."
I answered the FaceTime and he was like, the first thing he said was, "You are so gorgeous." And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, I look like who did it and got away with it. he was just like, he was like, oh my God, you are so gorgeous. And I'm like, I
And
didn't even know what to think about that. But he is the only man that has ever been able to like our whole entire relationship was FaceTime. Cause you know how we feel about FaceTime. That's invitation only type shit. Like you gotta,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And he's the only one that and I like that because it was like I could see him how I was, he could see me how I was, and with him it was never any pressure like you got to be on, and he saw me and all of that, and it was just like I know when we tell our story to people it's crazy because it's like 57 because it could have went so wrong, but
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
went so right, and I've learned so much because I was that I don't want to get married. If you know me in real life, you know marriage. It wasn't that I hated marriage in and of itself, it for other people, but for me, I was like, don't want any parts of it. I don't want to live with a man. I don't want to get married. I want none of it.
Which is
He
crazy
complete.
because we are like when I'm home, we are like inseparable.
Yes.
I don't want to be. Yeah. Every time I go, I know I get on your nerves because when I'm home, if I got to go somewhere, I'll be like, "Babe, you want to go?"
he gets because I want to because it's starting to get warmer, so I would go out. But before I'm from Miami and it's fucking 20 degrees outside. No, I don't want to go unless I physically have to be there. I don't want any parts. But he like basically if he could live in my pocket, he would, and I absolutely love that. And I didn't think that I would.
Unless we go into the store, and then I don't want no parts of that.
He's lying. He's lying because he has had exes contact him and be like, "Oh, you're going to stores now?" Because they see the videos that we put up, our couple videos, and they're like, "Oh, you're going to stores now because you never did that with you never did that with me."
I love the first few videos that she posted, it was hilarious the way that I had people that I had like cut off was still going out of their way to get in contact with me and go, oh, you going to stores now? That's one thing that I just wouldn't do. I absolutely detest like going shopping and all that stuff. But I do it with her, just because it's just comfortable and she's funny. And she makes me, I have back issues. So she makes it where I don't think about it a lot, even though she tries to get me to ride the little Geritol.
And he won't do it. He think he too good to ride the little scooter shit or whatever. But okay, he's gonna eventually do it. But
I'm gonna do it just so you can stop grabbing my ass when we go in the store.
You think I can't grab your ass in the hover round? Please.
Right. She gonna chase you around that motherfucking store and hover around. Just grab it.
Just grab it. I don't know why you think, because that way, listen, when you're in the hover round, you're gonna be lower to the ground, which means you're gonna be hello. So I got easier access to grab you now.
Hey, babe, I don't know which part disturbs me more. That you were determined to grab my ass at all costs, or that it seems like you've already thought about this just a little bit too much.
I don't think. Listen, I didn't give you the golden cakes that you have. Take that up with God. I'm so listen, y'all. Listen. My husband has the greatest ass you have ever seen. I don't know what hey, it's the truth. He has
the greatest ass of all.
I can't get no rest now. We're knick-knack at the dark, so okay, I'm gonna just tell the truth. She will not let me move from room to room without trying. And I can't, because my back is the way it is, I can't really run. So I do this weird shuffle. I do this.
Heck, he be trying to run. He be trying to run real fast, and he can't get away from me. He can't get away from me. I am, because he thinks I was like, oh, I'm fast. He said he didn't realize how fast I am. He didn't realize how strong my arms and my legs and my hands are.
Oh, we're gonna have to get that investigated, because ain't no way in hell you supposed to be that damn strong now. That's
because
people love y'all though.
Listen, if you see his butt, it's just I didn't make the rules, okay? It's just there for the taking, and I can't help myself. I just be sitting there, bop, 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 all the time, because it's right there in my face. So it's like, if you're gonna be there, you do it to me. You act like you ain't on me all the time. See, that's the thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna bite your ass. You already know.
See, he bites mine. I don't even be doing all that. I be smacking and carrying on. Be literally like,
listen, if there's any guys in the chat,
this is fucking McGruff over here taking a bite out of crime on my ass.
Hey, just give me a smiley face if you bite your woman's ass. So look, and I'm not the only one. I am not the only one.
We're equally
for the record, I got a receipt for it. It's mine.
I know that's right. I know that's mother.
Yeah, it's mine. So
The club. The club.
See?
Go back. Show them the couch.
I have to
Yeah.
To
The-
club.
These are our receipts. So, but see, he act like he don't like it. But when I be like, okay, fine, I'm not gonna touch your butt today. Yes, you are. Don't say that, babe.
That's the truth.
Don't say that. When I say no, so that's how I know he's come accustomed to liking it. But the thing about us is that we never
His face is the best.
that's what you want to get up here and act like you don't.
I'm not. Look, I have no comment.
So it seems like to me he likes the idea of you just wanting to do it. He doesn't like the actual act of it. I think that's a man thing. Like when it comes to like
he
butt,
likes that I want to do it, but he realizes
yeah,
that
like
the only reason I keep going is because I know it annoys the fuck out of him, and so it makes it hilarious that he gets so uncomfortable. It's like the real macho comes out, and it's like, oh please, and so I know that I get on his nerves with it, so I like it even more because it's just to see him be like, babe.
She likes to see me on constant guard because I know I got to be careful traversing the house, knowing that at any moment I could be attacked if I'm not paying attention.
Exactly. Yep. He'll be cooking, right? And I'll walk by and like pull the pants down. Like I just like walk by and like, just
it's like the equivalent of a tickle wrestle. Like, you know how like you and your partner just have like a thing, like there's a certain laugh and funniness to it, / an annoying like situation to it. Cause like again, just like as a man,
it's like
me as a man, I don't like my butt slapped.
It becomes this thing where it's part of the comfort level. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's part of that. It's part of that intimacy, and I think honestly, that does not happen in enough relationships. Angela Howard, right there. Angela Howard 698 says, "The right woman or man will change you," and that's true because it's you. We don't have enough intimacy in relationships. Everybody's so serious.
Say that again. Say it again.
They're too uptight, and you got to learn to relax with your partner. If you can't laugh with your partner, if you can't have fun, if y'all can't play together, if y'all can't have your inside jokes, you can't be serious all the time.
Right. Yeah. And we are so unserious. Like the two of us, we are so fucking unserious, y'all. It's crazy. We are so unserious. Like I wish people because we just this is how we are right now. This is literally us where everything is fucking funny. Like we will find shit in here to just laugh about, and we do keep it fun. We do keep it exciting, but it's things like I never thought like domestically I would enjoy. Like I like cooking for him. I like I like doing stuff like that. And I mean, and I know I get on his nerves, and he'll get on mine. Or like I know he knows like it's certain things he could fix for himself or whatever. And he knows that, but he loves to just ask me to go, babe, can you get this for me? And I realized
peanut butter and jelly sandwiches late at night.
He'd be like, babe, can I have it? And I introduced him to new stuff too that he didn't think he would like. Like I toast the sandwich for him.
I am low key though.
Listen.
I consider myself a good cook. And I am low key jealous because she took a dish that I love to make, and then she made it better than me. And I'm still laughing. I'm still thinking. I don't know if I'm hurt about that. And now I'm thinking about it's like a.
Which one is it, babe?
The fettuccine.
Oh, okay. Because he loves fettuccine. But now listen.
Me too. Is it fettuccine Alfredo? What kind?
Yes, I made a chicken Tuscan Alfredo because it had like a mix. But I followed the directions, but I added like some stuff to it, and that was like his favorite dish. But now he does the slow cooking, like the pot roast and stuff. And like that, I don't touch that. That's his lane because he knows the way to get to me is to
Mhm.
make me a pot roast because I'll taste it. I'll be, oh yeah, I gotta give you some pussy for this one.
Oh, shit. See, no, I'm gonna have to come down here and taste these dishes. We gonna have an episode called Dinner with Partners and Petty, where I taste
Yes.
these dishes that they make for each other.
Come on.
And I'm gonna tell
We,
y'all if I
you're
feel like
absolutely
there are
invited.
love
Come on.
in these dishes. Okay. I will
We would
let
love
you
Yes.
to have
know.
you.
I'll be like, wait a minute, wait, this
That's
one
the
tastes like
official
she was a little
invite.
bit
We would
mad when
love
she
to
made
have you.
this.
I'm home.
But he
I'm home every weekend, so bring it on.
yes.
Listen.
So he'll be home on the weekends. But it's just like Angela said, it will change you because I was so like I'm very independent and all this. But what I realized was that in other relationships prior to him and prior to therapy, I was a pick me, not in the sense of putting other women down
Yeah.
because I don't do that shit, but a pick me in the sense that when I get into a relationship, it was, see me. I'm proving myself to people that's not even worthy of my
Right.
time. And I realized that I was doing that because I wanted them to love me so I didn't have to. And
Mhm.
once I realized, and once I started to love myself, I started doing things. I got comfortable being with myself, like to the point where it's like, hey, if I meet somebody, great. If I don't, fine, because I'm
Mhm.
comfortable with myself. I'm comfortable going out by myself,
Yeah.
laughing by myself. I got Jean Grey. Once I was able to do that for myself, then it made it easier for him to come in, and it was very different because I don't know at what point it was because it feels like even though time wise it was quick, it was one of them things where
You just felt like you knew
it
each.
felt like we were together forever, or it just felt like this is like I started thinking like I have to be his wife. I don't know like when what part that happened, but that just was like I don't want to be anybody else's wife. Anytime the thought of marriage in other relationships came, it never happened. Like God
Yeah.
blocked it, or it was
Yeah.
just like the relationship prior to him, the guy was with, he talked about it all the time. So I got into it and he turned out to not be who he was. But I realized that had I married that person, it would have just been an escape. It wouldn't have been what I really wanted. But with him, it's really I have the relationship that I've always wanted. And it was because I didn't have this list.
Mhm.
When we first met, he put everything on the table. He told me all about himself. And there was a point where my initial reaction was, but I listened
Mhm.
and I kept listening.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. It's like as women, I get it. I'm not saying lower your standards, don't, but start to see the person. Don't come
Yeah.
with this list made up. Like, oh, he has to make X amount of
I can
money.
tell you all about.
He has to do this, he has to do that.
Thank
Because
you,
when you see
Angela.
thank you, Angela.
Yes, Black
When
love
you see
is awesome.
it is and that's what we want to do when we're going to start our show Partners in Petty, and that's what we want to showcase, Black love, and that is funny, that because you see white people and you get this idea that that's what it's supposed to be, and you think
Mhm.
when you think Black love, you think struggle love, and it's like, no, we're not doing that. We're
Right.
not, black,
Ugh.
it's not struggle love over here. It's like
Right.
he like
Mhm.
I don't have to worry about him cheating. I don't have to worry about, he wants to actually be with me. He wants to spend time with me.
Yeah.
He don't even like going out like when his with his friends and stuff. He's just like, I've been there, done that. I'm married. I want to be with you. I want to do things with you. And I
As a
know
side
it's
note, babe, older fellas, get you some older friends. Don't get you no young friends. Too much drama.
he has, yes, he has, I don't know how, but he has younger friends.
Mhm.
And
They're all
but
soldiers, so
they're soldiers. But he's very like, I want to be with my wife. I want to, and I sometimes I feel like I know I have the relationship that women would kill for, but you have to look beyond what he has. If you have a man that's out there making it every day, doing the
Mhm.
best he can, that's something. Because it's like, oh, well, I don't want to invest in his potential. Well, when you go out and get a job, isn't the employer investing in your potential? Because they don't know you. You could be lying on your resume. You could be, you know
Right.
what I'm saying? They're
Right.
trusting And you know when you have a man that's out there working every day versus the
Yeah.
ones that's Pookie and Ray Ray and Jody that's sitting in the fucking house, hey, playing the Xbox.
Playing
Did
your
you fill out
Xbox.
the application? No, I didn't, but I'm gonna do this, or can I borrow your car? Those are the ones that you don't want to deal with. But when
Right.
you say, oh, he has to make 100,000 a year and he has to pay my bills and he has to do this, bitch, we're in a recession. We
Yeah.
are not in that economy anymore where it's a one person, household or anything like that. And I saw something, and I love Kev on stage, and he made a very good point about the 50-50. He was like, without 50-50, you can't get to 100.
Right.
And so 50-50, what I think the problem with the 50-50 is that everybody is looking at it monetarily.
Mhm.
They're not looking at 50-50 in terms of partnership.
Your 50 could come.
Right.
You could have a different 50.
50, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Very
he could
true.
take 100. It's not about the 50% of the bills. Now, if you got a man that strictly want to go 50-50, 9 times out of 10, it's because he can't have any money without the 50. You do have men like that's why they want to do 50. But
Mhm.
50-50 can mean different things in a partnership. By him being a man, there are certain things I'm never gonna have to worry about. If
Yeah.
I'm at the store and I even glance in the direction of some fucking water, I'm gonna get cussed out. If it even look like I'm about to pick this shit up, I already know I'm getting cussed out. Okay, so 50-50 looks very different.
Yeah.
And I think this is what I want to get across. Everybody has to do in your relationship what's best for you. Stop looking at these celebrities, stop looking at social media, especially these red pill guys, because these red pill niggas are lying to you. These red pill niggas will tell you, oh, I want this, I want that. Don't have a woman, or they do have a woman that they fucking answering to. But they want you to believe that it's running a different way.
Mhm.
You have to do what's best for you. 50-50, you can't get to 100. It's not saying 70-30, 80-20. 50-50 in terms of we are in this together. We have the same path. We're putting in the same work. So it's not 80-20, it's not 70-30. Now,
Yeah.
there are going to come a time where there may have to be a 70-30, meaning,
Right.
if I'm not feeling it, he pushes me to where I need to be. If he's not
Right.
feeling it, I gotta push him to where he needs to be.
Right.
We do that, and I think we get caught up in this. Oh, well, you got to pay my bills, and I don't come from that.
Mhm.
I come from where I work, and so now being married, I have to kind of like step into this where okay, you're not by yourself, and it's been easier for me. Him, I gotta get on him sometimes. So, like, you're not by yourself anymore. Like, get
Right.
it through here. I thought it
Been
was
an,
gonna be me
Yeah.
it's been an
making the
adjustment
adjustment.
for me because I have had some relationships where okay, I've dealt with it, so I can just put it out there. I have had like abandonment issues. So
That's
my,
real. That is real,
my
especially for
thing
a
is
lot of
like
black men.
I've been in
That's real.
relationships that I thought were really good relationships, and at something would happen, and I would end up the relationship would go sour. Now I will say that some of that was I wasn't a good partner, and I can look back on some of those and say I wasn't a good partner, and I was young and I didn't know how to be a good partner. And that's real. That's something that each of us needs to look at,
Right.
and especially on
Pause.
our
Pause. Pause.
on.
Pause. Pause. So, like that right there, like being aware of like, hey, I'm moving in a way that is not. It's not right. So I need to adjust to do right by people.
Mhm.
Continue.
Yeah, I had to come to the realization that the only real thing that was common to each of those relationships was me. So I wasn't a good partner.
Right.
And then the benefit with that was that when I got into a relationship, that when I got into the next relationship where I had a bad partner, I instantly recognized it because I had already been that person.
Yes.
And
The
and
more you
so
recognize your own things, the easier you will see those things in other people. Like
and
especially the great things.
the good thing that one of the lessons I learned was that I got to the point where I knew what I wanted, and I knew
Mhm.
it when I saw it.
Yeah.
And so when Nikki and I met, and we were we were having all these intense conversations, deep conversations, and we talked all the time. I realized that, hey, this is the type of person that I've been looking for, but the thing
Yeah,
was,
yeah, yeah.
the crazy thing was, and I told her this, I wasn't looking for a relationship.
That is the best. That is the best
Yeah,
time.
I
When
wasn't
you are
looking.
so
I wasn't
happy
looking
just
for a
with
relationship at
you.
all. I wasn't
When you
looking
are
for a
so happy
relationship
with
at
you.
all. And so it threw me off when she gave me her number, and she still laughs to this day when I tell her. I thought she was trolling me, and I called my dad, who I talked to about everything, and I was like, hey, look, you know, she just I had told him about it. I said, I don't know why I sent that message. I said, she answered back. I said, but she gave me her number. And he was like, well, that's great. He was like, I was like, no, I'm not calling her. And he was like, why not? I said, because she probably trolling me. I was like, I don't want to be on her show. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
And like, have her blow me up on the internet. And he was like, son, calm down. And he was like, just call it.
wow.
So I was like, all right. So I called her, and I told her that. She was like, what? Why was she like, why would I do that? And then we started talking. And she's right. I'm not gonna lie. She was right. I would find reason to call. I was trying to do the responsible thing and just like go do my other stuff and not crowd her. But then it was just like everything I did, I would be like, I wonder what she would think about this. I wonder if she would find this funny. And I want and it just sort of it was boggling me, because I was like, I never thought like that.
Right.
I was never that person to constantly wondering what's going on with somebody else. You know, and it was just like I'd wake up and I'd want to talk to her. I couldn't sleep at night unless I would every night, and she'll tell you every night I would call her before I go. Even sometimes y'all would be on your.
Come
I would
on.
still message her and be like, hey babe, I'm going to
Anything,
bed.
babe. Without you in
So,
my life, I can't go on, baby. This is my soul, baby.
Oh Lord.
but like
And I can't do nothing. No way, babe.
sing it then, sing it. Is it? It's just she's been a huge motivation for me, and I look at how, as a community, I hope that we would all take from this that we need to be motivational to each other in our relationship.
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
she pushed me to go to CDL school. It was something that I always wanted to do, but I was just sort of terrified to do it. And she helped make it possible. And now look, I'm out here in Wisconsin. I'm training for I've already gotten the job, but now I'm in training for the job, and I'm chasing my dream. And we have to do that. We have to lift each other up. We have
Yes.
to lift each other up. We don't do that enough. We're very quick to break each other down, and we'll talk trash about each other. But one thing I would love to see come back in our community is women, lift your men up. Get
Yes.
behind.
Yes.
Look, we like to act like we're tough, but we're not all the time. Sometimes you're tired, and you don't know how to
Yeah.
tell your woman or your partner that. You don't know how to say it, because as black men, we are all taught that you got to hold it in.
Mm-hmm.
And men, when you got a good woman by your side, and she's got your back, then you got to lift her up in front of everybody else. You have to put her on that pedestal. You have to say, this one right here, this one mine. This one right here, this the jewel. You know,
And he does.
Oh,
He
did you
you
see
got
her face
to
when
let
you
her know.
said that? Oh.
he
Yeah.
does.
You got to
No,
tell
I
her,
will
this the jewel
say
in my crown right here. You know what I mean?
he is the only man that has ever not been intimidated by what I do or how I am, like my humor and my intelligence. And he's the one that like pushes me, with the show and with my creativity and the things that I do. And he's always like he's the only man that I have ever met that has always pushed it. And it's like, you're hilarious, and you need to do this. And he tells me, he's like, you don't realize how many people you touch, or how many, lives you touch every day. And there are people that, and he has to really put that into me, to be like, let that sink in, that
Yeah.
there are people that watch you every day, and they wish they could
Yeah.
do what you do, or you speak for people. And just having a partner that is so supportive like that, like he really is, because it may be days when I'm tired. He's like, no, babe, you gotta come on. Or, he tells me,
Like
like, really
today,
pay attention, like today. And he's just like, that's why I'm like, okay, well, you want me to get on, you get on too, we gonna get on together. But he does push me, and we push each other. And I would just say to, people out there that's, watching this, just it's not, you're not lowering your standards by any means. Don't ever do that. But
Right.
don't be afraid to adjust them. Don't feel like, and he made a video, and I've pushed him into content creating, and he's gonna, get back on that, because he has things to share. He has stories to share that's
He really
outside of
does.
me, that people, that I think, people need to hear when he's ready, to tell them. But had I, and the way that our relationship was, is that, I didn't tell my friends, I kind of backdated, our relationship. And it wasn't because, initially, it was because,
This nigga made you lie to your friends? Damn.
n- no, you actually, this is what it was. With my friends, they've seen me in relationships I had no business being in. And sometimes, with therapy, and you change,
Yeah.
sometimes, and this isn't all my friends, because I've had this conversation with them, where you don't want people to keep seeing your mistakes.
Yeah.
Because it's like, the last relationship, I was in therapy, and I'm like, okay, I'm doing everything right. I waited 3 months. We're official. I thought I did everything right. And I still ended up with egg on my face. And so, with this relationship, it was solely about us. I didn't invite anybody in. I didn't invite opinions in. Not saying I didn't care about what my friends thought, because I do. And they told me, and I was honest with them. I said, I don't want y'all to keep seeing me as my mistakes. And it was like, we see that you're a different person. Like, we know that you're not, that person that you were before. And I needed to hear that. But still, with this relationship, it was just us. We knew we wanted to get married. We knew what our situation was, and we didn't want the outside interference. Again, no knock on my
Amen.
friends, but we wanted the decisions that we made to be our own. And
Mhm.
had I listened or to outside influence, not talking about my friends, but even social media, oh, this is what you should do. Or, if I listened to social media, I wouldn't have a great husband right now. If I base my what I was looking for in a man on social media, I literally would have missed out on the perfect person for me. We're not perfect people, but we're
Yeah.
perfect for each other. And I
Yeah.
would have missed out on that had I been like, oh, well, you in a relationship, he got to pay for your hair, he got to pay for your nails. Listen, pay for this rent, pay this mortgage, okay? As long as you're doing that, I can pay for
it
my
is.
hair and nails, okay? Like, pay the big shit, okay? Is the rent paid? Is the lights on? Is he keeping the lights on? Can I go to the
Uh,
grocery store? Then I can pay for my nails and my hair. Like, that's nothing. Like, he already told me, it's like, babe, I got this job. My check comes to you. Pay the bills, give me what I need, and do the rest what you have to do. It's women out there right now that would kill to have a man tell you,
Kill.
you bitches are out there
Kill.
talking about, you want a man to pay your bills. The check is mine. Okay. Now he
Amen.
knows,
You know
obviously,
what?
I'm gonna handle business, but
You know what?
I'm with a partner that trusts me enough to say, take it, do what you need to do
and
for this house.
and for anybody that doubts it, my direct deposit goes straight to her.
It is
I
okay.
know that's
It is
right.
it is women that would kill for that. I he doesn't hide anything from me. Obviously I don't go through his phone. If I wanted to, I could. I have no interest in that. We don't keep he can't even lie to me about fast food. I know he can't lie to me about no pussy. Okay? He can't lie to me about fast food. I know this nigga ain't gonna lie to me about pussy. He's just not gonna do it. He can't not tell me stuff.
I don't
He
have no
can't.
energy to go do none of that.
He would really he don't. Really he don't. But we just don't allow social media to get y'all fucked up. If you're the type of person that you enjoy being single, and I did, and you genuinely don't want marriage, cool. Then I'm not talking to you. But to the women out there that you want a relationship, these women on here, these men on here will have y'all lonely. Meanwhile, they in relationships with niggas and women you never see. A lot of these women that be on here telling y'all what to do,
Right.
you never see they man, but they got
Nigga ain't
one.
never around.
But they got one. The
Mhm.
men out here, these red pill niggas out here telling you bitches ain't shit, got a woman in their house right now.
Mhm.
They're lying to you because
Not
they're
not
grifting.
only do they got a woman in their house, but almost guarantee she wearing the pants.
I'm
That's
telling you,
cool.
don't it's nothing wrong with saying you want a man that it has his shit together.
Right.
Everybody wants that. But just like you want a man to have his shit together, a man want a woman that's having her shit together. And one thing about us is that we've seen each other when we don't have it.
You
And when
have
you
to
see
be the thing that you
somebody,
look for.
and when you see a person, because you can meet a person when they got everything, when they all the way up. But what happens when you with them and they up and you've never seen them down? That's the part you're not ready for. Because if you've
Right.
always seen them when they got everything, how are you going to react to them when they don't have anything?
Right.
What is your
Right. See?
reaction? What is your reaction going to be when they don't? Because do you know, are they the type of person that they can handle it? Or are they type of person that they got to run off, or they get missing, or they don't know? Like, you have to see a person from all sides. And that's one thing about us, is that we did it. We were building literally what we have together. And so when we do the things, when we accomplish the things we accomplish them together. Because you can meet a person when they got everything, but what's
That's
going to happen if they lose it? Are you going to now, because he's been in relationships where he was up, and the minute that he didn't have it anymore, then the true shit came out. It's like, oh, so you only fuck with me when I have everything. But what about when I don't, or when I have to start all over again? And that's the thing, because women, we have to start all over again too. And I've had to start all over because not having a job, that did something to me, because I'm not used to that.
Yeah.
And having to like deal with that, like, wow, I can't go and do the
In real
things that I
time.
wanted. Yeah, in real time. Like, I can't go out and do the things that I want to do.
Right.
But as you wait, things are starting to come to where that's happening.
Mhm.
And I'm glad that I have a partner that didn't make me feel less than what I was, because I wasn't able to just do what I normally can do, and
Yeah.
and vice versa. So I would just say it's not about lowering your standards, because you shouldn't, but don't be afraid to adjust your standards for the right person. And
Right.
and because it goes beyond finances. Because at the end of the day, if you get somebody that's paying your bills, what if he was like, okay, he's paying all the bills in the house, everything is taken care of, but he
Right.
doesn't talk to me.
Right.
We don't laugh. When I
Right.
when I come to him with my issues, he's into the TV. He doesn't care. It's That's what a lot of women go through, because you make
Mhm.
the sacrifice to
Yep.
have the things. You want the material things, but then you're upset that you're not getting the emotional support. You're not
Right.
getting the mental support. So you got to balance it out. And again, it goes both ways. I'm not just saying that about men. I'm not saying that about women, because
Right.
men be like, oh, she got to be a certain weight. She got to have a Coke shaped body. She got to have big titties, fat ass. She got to do this, da da da. And then,
Right.
but does she know the signs of a stroke? Does she know when you taking your medicine every day? Does she know? that your blood pressure, like what do we, you know what I'm saying? Those types of things. Like I can see him and know he's not feeling good, or I can know the tone of his voice and be like, "What's wrong with you?" And he'll tell me nothing. I'm like, "No, no." I can It'll be an inflection in his tone, and I know something is not right. That's the type of stuff that you got to look for. So you can have a BBL baddie all fucking day long. Did she ask you if you had something to eat? Did she
Pause.
make you
Pause.
something to eat?
Mother. Pause right fucking there. My partner literally just texted me on. I was just, that's why I was checking my phone because
Uh-huh.
he was like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "No, I forgot my meal in the microwave. Could you get that? Could put some of this on." He was like, "Fine." Just checking on me. Checking on me. That is some
That's
partnership. And
that's man. That's a person
yeah,
that really cares about what's going on with you.
right. Right. And I kind of want to unpack that partnership moment because both of you guys used partner a lot. And I don't think people understand like the weight of like the concept of that. Because a lot of
Mhm.
people are in this to either they think going into relationships is you going out to get something for yourself versus you going and being part of a partnership or team. So I like to think of myself as a good teammate. And that means sometimes, well, actually, that kind of takes me to the phrase of life is a game. And it just kind of sounds weird, but like life is a big game. So you need to know how you and your teammate are going to move in this game. You have to discuss the plans. You have to sometimes be like, "Oh, this motherfucker's injured. I need to step in and do blah blah blah." Or like, um, but you also need to have the trust in like, hey, they would be the same teammate to me that I am being to them. I think that is where um once you've gotten yourself together and you've done your shadow work, gotten therapy, and like you've gotten to a place where you're not wanting for a partner to complete yourself,
Yes.
like Nikki got to a place where she was just like, I'm good. You got to a place where you're just like, I'm happy being me. If somebody comes along, great. But like, I don't need a person to complete me. That is the best place to be because that means everything is clear for you. So it is easy then for you to
Mhm.
then see the person or persons that are supposed to be around you. That could be like your love partner, that could be like some of your best friends, that could be some business partners. Like once you start to really do the self work and do the um just literally take a moment and figure out what you've been doing behind you or to people around you that could be like, wait, was I moving right in what was just happening? Or like, can I adjust? Like, it's not always other people. It's
Hmm.
sometimes you.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I think once we get to the place of like, okay, I need to heal from, or I have like past trauma of, or like I have abandonment issues, like you said, like it's really about figuring those things out. So you know how to like how you know how to sit with them and be like, hey, um, so this triggers me, blah blah blah. So then they'll understand, like,
Yes,
okay,
daddy.
so oh,
You
hey,
see
T
daddy? You see
Ray.
daddy?
She's, she's mad at me.
Oh,
She
she mad.
she's
She
mad
mad
because
you gone.
she mad that he's gone. But when he come back, he know he gotta have treats and all type of stuff in his hand. But no, that's true. And I learn stuff every day because I thought I would just want my space all the time. But it's like he's not hearing. It's like everything is so quiet. It's too quiet. It's like I can hear every sound in his house, and when
Mhm.
he's here, I can't hear any of that because we're either talking or we're laughing, and even like the intimacy with us is just like it's beyond, obviously we're sexual people and stuff
Yeah.
like that, but literally sometimes it's like I love getting my foot rubbed and he loves rubbing my feet. So that's like he spoils me. Or like when
I
he
love
I'm just
that.
like I'll
Love
just tell him
language.
I'm like, listen, I want my rubs, which means I go into bed, I lay down, and like he just rubs on me. That's what we like. And he goes, and I be mad sometimes because he goes to sleep while he's doing it. So I'm like, you supposed to be giving me my rubs. How you going to sleep? I'm not.
It
Listen,
relaxes me too.
it relaxes him. So like, and I be mad because I be like, I'm ready for my rubs and I'm ready to just get off. And then he just like,
You lay, come on, look. You laid out looking like you looking. All that right there, and I'm laying. I got my head on your thighs, and it's feeling real nice.
and then he be going to sleep.
And,
But
and that,
it's
but see,
it's
that's my happy
moments like
place,
that.
though. That's my
Yes,
place.
Come
that's
on,
our
happy
happy.
place.
It's like literally
Head on
when
the
you see
thighs
these,
is a happy place.
Yes,
when you see, we'll literally be on our
rubbing them
couch.
legs, rubbing her calves, head on her thighs, rubbing her calves, rubbing her thigh. That is my happy place.
You just wrote a song. Your head. I'm gonna put my head on your thighs. That's my happy place.
Hey, there it is. Hey,
Trey will be singing when we renew our vows, when we have our public wedding. Trey will be singing. No,
You know what I'm
no
gonna sing?
questions about that. Queen
She
to be.
don't queen to me, a queen to be
hey, I'm locking you into
forever.
that right there. I'm locking you into that right there.
But and it's so, I never thought, just every moment that I have ever wanted. You know how, I'm gonna put it like this. You know how you have dreams of people, but you can't see the person's face, but you know
Mhm.
they're there. Like you've
Yeah.
ever dreamed about a relationship or something like that, and you can't see the person.
Mhm.
He's the person, and that's the only way that I can
Mm.
describe it. And it's like people like, I see other couples, and when they say about marriage and like, oh, you get married, you don't have sex, or you don't talk to your wife, and we be sitting here like, we like each
Ew.
other. Like, I don't understand that, because we don't just love each other, we genuinely like each other. We
See,
like each other, and
that's
so
it.
we can
That
sit
is it right
down.
there.
That's it. We can sit down and watch TV, and he's on his phone and I'm on my phone, and we're silent, but we're together, and that's our happy time. Or we're talking to each other, or we're laughing about something, or we're just doing things, and it's so much, and it's fun to the point where it's like, okay, we don't have to leave the house. It's like we need to, but we can just be at home, and we having the time of our life because we genuinely like each other. We're not going out every weekend because we're trying to escape something. Because like you go out, it's
Mhm.
noisy, and so you don't
Mhm.
have to talk to your partner
Yep.
because you just like, it's the ambiance. And so every weekend you're trying to go out and do shit because you're avoiding it. Like, oh, you want to go see a show because you can concentrate on that and not them, and you don't have to talk and you don't have to do this. And it's like, no, we genuinely like talking to each other and having conversations, and or
Binge
sometimes we
watching
just
TV
quiet.
together.
Watch it, binge watch a T, like, right now we watching it,
That's the best.
rewatching Agents of Shield, and we watch, just different things. Or I'm sitting here, and he's sleeping. I'm like, you sleep? No, I'm not. Yes, sir. I mean, him gaslighting me about
No, I'm
not
not.
being asleep, knowing he's sleeping. And just stuff like that, things that I just didn't think that I would have, and to have them now. And I learned too with other relationships how you talk to, because I always tell him, like, sometimes he knows one thing about him is I can't hide my emotion with him. I try and I can't. He knows when I'm not feeling it, or if he thinks I'm mad at him or something, because I won't talk. Like, I won't be as talkative. And that's the giveaway. And I'd be like, I'm fine. And he's like, no, you're not fine. So I can't hide my emotion from him. But sometimes I've had to tell him, like, you have to give me a minute, because I can talk to anybody else, like, whatever, I don't care, but I can't do that with you. So
I
if I
know
need
that's
a
right.
minute, if I
I
need a
do that
minute,
too. Ah,
yeah, because it's
like,
like I
like
can
when you
be
just have
short
a
with
moment.
anybody else. Yeah,
Mhm.
and it's like, I don't want to do that with you. So
Yeah.
I need to, like, if I need a minute to, like, put
Gather
myself in a way
yourself.
where I could gather myself, where I can tell you what's going on without,
Yeah.
like, because I can rip into anybody, but I can't do that with him. So I have to,
Right.
like,
There's a respect there.
Yeah, so it's just like I can't talk to you like this. So I
But
gotta
wait,
like,
here's also something. It's not even to say that it won't happen at some point, but the
mm-hmm,
understanding that like that's not my goal. Like I would never want to like rip into you.
Mhm.
But
mm-hmm.
you listen, I'm human.
But
Listen,
as the
we're
partner though,
human.
as her partner though, sometimes, and this is where I think some guys get it messed up, uh, because of the way that you're raised. You're supposed to be this dominating presence or whatever. It depends on the household you come from, I guess. But you're supposed to be the alpha or whatever we're telling ourselves these days. Sometimes for your partner, you need to be the rock that her emotions can wash over.
Mhm,
That they can break over.
mhm,
And that way she can, as a woman, she can feel free to have that emotional moment.
mhm.
And you need to be able to do that
Yeah.
without catching an attitude or anything. You need to do it understanding that she needs to feel this
Mhm.
and you need to let her.
Who he is emotionally mature. Where they make you at? You got some
Listen,
brothers, some
listen.
cousins for the
I
people out
One
here.
said
Cause
thing,
they all
listen,
that.
one thing I
listen.
love, one thing I love about my husband is that that's how he is. And when it's with me, he is not afraid with me. And that's because I know I make him comfortable. And that's how I know that I make him comfortable is because he has no problem being emotional with me about certain things when he's talking about certain things. He's not, and I can tell he's not like that with everybody. But with
Mhm.
me, he has 100% comfort to
Yeah.
be that way. Like I'm not gonna throw that in his face. I'm not gonna do that. And the same with me because it's hard for me sometimes to, and I'm learning that with him to just to feel what I feel and not feel like I have to be stoic all the time. Like I have to be the rock because growing up, that's what I had to be. I had to be this all the time. So when you live your 45 years of your life having to just you take shit,
Yeah.
it's hard to because sometimes I want to convey things to him and I do realize in retrospect that I'm bratty about it because it's like I get quiet and
Yeah.
and I get quiet because I don't want to say it in a way that's wrong or so I gotta like like I said I don't want to rip or I have to figure out the way that I want to say it and it may be something small
Mhm.
and but it's like okay how do I say it because I don't want to sound like I'm being the bitch or I don't want to sound like
Yeah.
I'm doing it and so we just have to have these conversations with each other and I've had to tell him because like he said abandonment issues I've
Yeah.
had to tell him like babe you don't walk on eggshells with me like you're going to say something that may piss me off one day, but I'm
Right.
not going to divorce you. Like there
Right.
there
Right.
are like there gonna be times where I'm gonna get because he never wants to say
Baby.
that I get on his nerves. I'd be like, babe, I know I get on your nerves. No, you don't get on my nerves. And one day we
Mhm.
was in the doctor's
The
office.
only thing,
One day we was
her
in the
only
doctor's
breaking
office and
point
he
is
said, he
the
said, you
sardines.
get on my fucking nerve. He
I
said it.
did. I did.
He was
Yeah.
like, babe, you get on my fucking nerves. And I was
So
like,
you was
oh,
trying to do that day. You were trying to go
I
see how
That
far
probably
I
turned
I
her
I
on.
I
you
was,
were trying
but
to
when
see
he
how far you could go. I couldn't
but
take
when
it though.
but when he said it, I did get like in my feelings a little bit, and I was like a little kid because I was like, oh, I get on your nerves now. Oh, really? So for the rest of the visit, I put my headphones on and I was just like, because he knew, he was like, oh Lord, he's like, but babe, I didn't mean it that way. I was like, no, but you said it. But yeah, that day I was fucking pushing, but
Petty.
I was that day I was pushing because he had never done it because you getting on my fucking nerve. I'm like, oh
I
shit.
said my last nerve too.
No, yeah, but you said you getting on my last fucking nerve. You hit that
I did
fucking real
that.
hard. You hit it real hard. And but that's just what we do. And I have to tell him sometimes, like, babe, we're every day so far, it kind of has been rainbows and what have you now that we're together. But we're both glad that we were long distance and that it wasn't sex right away
I
we got to really.
I know that would have ruined it.
Yeah.
That would have
Yeah.
ruined the whole thing because we wouldn't have gotten the same. It wouldn't have had the same impact because we would have had too much access to each other, and so we would lose. We would have lost the intimacy that we developed, that familiarity. We would have lost. We would not have developed that, or it would have been stunted. But because we didn't have access to each other like that, and that our only real access was via phone, via FaceTime, we had a chance to get to know each other, as opposed to jumping in bed. Because the sexual energy, I feel like that tension was always there.
Yeah.
But it had to be put on the back burner, and that was a good thing.
Yeah.
It
was.
And then you find out she got the good goods.
Yeah.
Oh!
He said he didn't know that I had. He was like he didn't know I had a motor.
Yeah, she got a motor. Yeah, there's a whole.
Wait, no, tell her what you said, man. After the first time, because he said I gave you what 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, come on. It's like we in there. We done did our thing. You know how you have when you're in the afterglow.
Yes.
And you just laying there, and I'm expecting like we gonna cuddle a little bit. Head on the chest. Had that moment. Instead, she looked over. She had her head on my chest, but then she literally looked up. She was like, "You good?" And I was like, "What?" She said, "Let's go."
I know that's motherfucking right.
She was like, "You good?" And she's like, "You good over there?" I was like, "What?" And she's like, "Let's go."
Wait, I'm okay, ladies.
Look, Trey, you keep that one going because she literally the first night she did not let me. Look, I had to beg my way out. She did not let me sleep. Look. I'm gonna set my pride to the side, and I'm gonna just admit she tapped me out. I was like, I said,
this is what happened, right? When I got there, our room wasn't ready yet, so we went and like went to the mall because we had to get pants for him because we was getting married. So we went to the mall, we went to Walmart, we did all these things. So then we ended up going to Chili's. So we sitting in Chili's and I'm like, messing with him under the table and stuff like, like, okay, I'm whatever. And I was like, I said, because it's been a while. And I was like, well, I was like, well, yeah, I'm ready because it's been like, a couple of years, 2 years. And he was like, wait, what? He was like, you didn't tell me that. And I was like, oh, I didn't. Sorry.
That thing was bacon. That thing was marinated.
I was listen. I was ready. Now let me tell you, he pulled a move. And ladies, if your man does this move, okay, this is how you know.
I already know
what I'm about to say.
I know what you're about to say.
So he would always tell me, he was like, I can't wait. While we was on the phone, he's like, I can't wait. Every time you get out the shower, I'm gonna rub you down. I just can't wait for when we together and you get out the shower and I just, get the lotion and just rub your body down, right? So here we are in the hotel room. I'm fresh out the shower. I got my body butter, right? So I was like, okay, babe, it's time to get the body butter. So, I lay on the bed. He get the, rubbing and carrying on. Next thing I know, he's fucking me and rubbing bodying me with the body butter at the same time. So, ladies, if you get a man that could do that, all of that, because that move, he was a G with that shit. That was some pimp shit. He fucked me up with that one. He didn't even know. He didn't even know he was gonna do that.
Thank you,
Because all of
Jaden.
a sudden he's reaching over there, grabbing the body butter, and he's literally like at the same time. And I'm like, is he? Why we? I was like, oh yes, I like it here. So I was like, yeah, from now on, that's what you need to do. So when you come home, it's body butter time. So just
He said, "Let me
long as you
rub
know.
up again you."
He was rubbing on me
To
and
rub
in
up
me at the
again
same
you.
yeah. Okay.
To
He
rub up
listen,
again
he
you.
pulled that move. I was like, because he's like, I'm not smooth like that. I'm like, I don't know where that came from. I don't know what made him do that, but I was like, yeah, keep that. I was like, oh, I was like, yeah, I'm marrying him. I didn't have no doubts. I was already gonna marry him. But I was like, oh yeah, I'm definitely marrying you after you pull that move. I was like, okay. Shout out to Jaden. Thank you for the super chat. We
Yes,
appreciate
thank you,
you.
Jaden. Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Um,
Jaden.
thank you.
yeah, yes, he did. I did. I made him tap out. I have the um I have the title.
His face.
He momentarily got the title back.
Yes, I did. Yeah,
He has
yeah.
he has the title now because I gave it to him.
No, I have the title because
Ooh, now she said she let
Wait,
you win.
say
I
it again,
took
babe.
that. I took that. The couch. The couch.
Okay,
The
okay,
couch.
yeah, okay, yeah, okay.
Show him the couch. It's right behind you. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There you go.
You know that shout out to our couch because it gets action.
That couch. Yeah,
It
that
gets some
couch is
action.
lovely.
If that couch could talk, it would scream.
it probably
That
now
couch might be. That couch might be eating popcorn right now.
listen.
I know that's
The
right.
when we on the couch, I know the neighbors be hearing shit. I know the neighbors be like,
Is it a creaky couch?
Angela
no,
Howard. Hold
no.
up, you guys. Angela Howard says. Angela Howard says, "Yes, sis. I've been there, but we used oil long before Diddy purchased it."
Damn. Wait. No, not the couch doesn't creak, but just we be loud. Just like this like you can hear everybody. This is the type of apartment building like you can hear like stuff. So I'm pretty sure they know when the time it is. But you know what? I have to hear the fucking dogs running up and goddamn up and down this shit all day. So if you gotta hear me
Oh, I
fucking,
know our
then it is
neighbors
what it is.
upstairs be mad.
Listen.
He say he know the neighbors.
Listen, the sound of sex is beautiful to me. I'm
It
that
is.
neighbor. I'm like, yes, go at it. Where him or her at? Now.
He has the title, but when he gets back, I will be retaining. I will be getting the title back. So I'm not worried. I'm not worried about that. I will have the title back. Why you looking like you surprised? Why are you looking
Because
surprised?
I'm confused.
How are you confused? I
Okay,
win all the
meet me at the
time.
door. Meet me at the door.
Ooh, I'm caught in the banter, y'all.
Meet you at the door.
Meet me at the door.
I ain't gotta meet you at the door.
Okay.
Okay? So you told all right. I got the
There's
title.
a meeting in my
In
bedroom.
No, the bedroom too far. It ain't gonna be. It's gonna be a meeting. It ain't gonna be in the bedroom.
Listen.
Thank you.
You know what? He's gonna be gone for six weeks. We just finished week 1, so you know what? I'm not gonna talk my shit. I'm not gonna talk because you know what? I don't have to talk shit. I've never had to talk shit. You be talking shit. I don't have to talk shit. I don't have to talk. You be talking shit. So you know what? I'm not gonna talk no type of shit. Put it like this: in 6 weeks, y'all, if I don't make it to FTP or Knick Knack After Dark, my pussy is in traction. So you just gonna have to be a while, and we'll know who won. But I'm still winning. I'm still winning. All right, y'all.
Hey, look.
All right, y'all. Well,
and for all the men out here that's been in my position, guess what? A win is a win. A win is a win.
Okay, babe. We about to get out of here. Any last words?
No, I think I just want to say thanks for all the well wishes, the people that had gone on Nikki's page and on my page, and just gave all the well wishes for me.
Yes.
Making
The
this
neighbors
step
know your name.
and just thank you, and thank you guys for following Knick-Knack After Dark and FTP. You know, keep giving them the support. We got to support each other.
Yes, I actually, I want to thank you guys for sharing part of your relationship and just showing black love. And it's not about I mean, we know it's not about perfection. However, it is about the partnership and being a good teammate. Like, hey, and somebody in the chat said, it's not about 50-50. It just 100 and then you just help your partner when,
Hmm.
when you can. So again,
Exactly.
show up with your own version of 100%. Like, don't look for anyone to complete your 100. Show up with yo shit on full, okay? And that is mentally, and it doesn't always have to be financially, but like, start working on you, and then you won't even be worried about what anybody else has. You will just meet them mentally, and the energy will
So,
match.
There you go. So Trey, where can we find you?
You can find me at Trey Rich Live on Instagram. You can find me also on your radio waves. Make sure you're downloading Black Boy Joy. It is on all streaming platforms. Yeah, and that is pretty much it for me right now. I'm just sticking to Instagram because like I'm starting to divest from even all of social media because yeah, I don't know. It's
Same,
just
same.
it's a scary place out in these streets.
I'm not rebuilding that TikTok shit no more. I'm sorry. I'm on there. I'm
Yeah.
on there to peruse, and that's it. You can find hubby at unk underscore uncensored.
yes,
Yes, so Unk underscore uncensored. He has some content up there. You can also follow us on that's on Instagram. You can also follow us on Instagram at Partners in Petty. And then you can follow me at bitch underscore happens. And the backup is bitch underscore happens 2.0. So again, y'all, thank you for tuning in. Thank you to my lovely husband for being such a good sport and a good co-host.
Yeah.
You'll be seeing him again.
it was a pleasure.
So thank y'all. We love y'all, and we'll see y'all next week. Bye.
Yes,
Goodbye from Wisconsin.
indeed.
You said just comply, don't ask why. Follow orders, you'll be fine. Back the blues, the bats don't lie. Now ice killing white people and you want us to cry. Ice kicking in your door, waving the 4-4. All you heard was America ain't free no more. American born no longer applies. Same advice, motherfucker, comply or die. Fresh off the boat, motherfuckers with an attitude. No papers, no English, anti-black and rude. You POC, but you wanna be YT. Seat at the table, as an equal you'll never be. Came to this country off the civil rights side. Get your money up, then stab us in the back. You hate us, but you need us. Gotta make it make sense. When it comes to the whites, y'all just niggas with accents. Let them know y'all just niggas with accents. Let them know y'all just niggas with accents. Let them know y'all just niggas with accents.
I said what I said, lo dije y que I meant what I said, lo sostendré. I don't give a fuck how you feel, no me importa cómo te sientas. If you voted for Trump, rest in peace, paz en paz.